Pat, thank you for that gracious introduction. It reminds me I do have to talk to the staff about revising the bio, because now I have another grandson, but we'll get to that. I do appreciate your introductions. Rotarians, special guests, and fellow citizens of Evansville, it's with great honor that I stand before you today as mayor on the 200th birthday of our city. It is indeed a privilege to be the mayor. I'd like to start by thanking several of my dear friends who are here today. I'd especially like to recognize my family. First, my wife, Carol. Now, Carol, I will tell you, is a great First Lady. She's a wonderful sounding board and really embraces the titles of trash czar and fitness guru for our city. Seriously, Carol is wonderfully supportive and totally understands the importance of my 70-hour work weeks, because they pretty much match her work weeks. Next, my parents, Ralph and Shirley Winnecke. Now, Mom and Dad are very proud and supportive, but my sisters and me, I think, have finally convinced my mom to stop telling the childhood story of me on the Wonder Horse. And Dad has finally come to the realization that he's not going to be appointed either the police chief or the fire chief. But they're great parents, and they don't, and they're not shy about expressing the opinions of their church friends or neighbors about our city's most pressing issues. Now, if you're around me for more than 5 minutes, you know that I am one proud grandfather. Not with us today, but always in my heart, are my 4-year-old grandson Holden and his 2.5-month-old brother Oliver, who are in Tucson with daughter Danielle and her husband Steve. They are outstanding parents, and I'm anxious to see Oliver for the first time at Easter. Holden, many of you may have seen during the later stages of the campaign, is Mr. Personality. And when he is not pretending to be a superhero, he says he wants to be the mayor of Arizona. Hey, he's 4. My sister Joycelyn and 12-year-old niece Grace are in Chicago, where Grace just completed portraying Oz in her school's production of The Wizard of Oz, and my other sister Lisa and her daughter Anna Rose are in Denver, no doubt, welcoming Peyton Manning. On this date in 1812, Hugh McGarry purchased 440 acres from the federal government and created his home and a trading post at what is now Main and Riverside. A couple years later, our city's first plat was laid out, and the community was named after a friend, Colonel Robert Evans. McGarry had to walk to Vincennes to purchase the original tract of land. Imagine that for a moment. He had to walk to Vincennes. Fast forward 200 years. Later this year, we anticipate the completion of Interstate 69 from Evansville to Crane, a marvel many of us thought would never be completed. Then imagine the effort and angst of Hugh McGarry. He made the extraordinary effort to found our city all those years ago. Truth be told, it took less time for him to walk to Vincennes, buy the land, walk back, than to build I-69. Thank goodness for Hugh McGarry and the modern-day pioneers who have fought for our interstate. Today we are gathered in a customary fashion to discuss the status of our great city and take the opportunity to look forward. Having been in office since January 1st, our administration has worked diligently in short order to change the culture of city government and focus our resources. I sought the office of mayor because, like you, I love our city and want to see it achieve its full potential. And I believe our city is poised for action. That's why I'm proud to share with you today that Evansville is ready for positive change. Evansville is ready to be a destination for jobs. During the campaign, our pledge was to make jobs job one. I'm pleased to report that our jobs team is working on 12 different economic development prospects as we speak. They are not just busy, they are very busy. I've charged them with following up on every single lead, no matter how large or small, while ensuring our existing employers remain viable right here in Evansville. And I'm excited that EarthCare Energy wants to make Evansville home for a new manufacturing center that they say will conservatively create 120 jobs here in the next 3 years. And I'm very pleased today that the founder and CEO of the company, Ken Haney and Steve Geldbacher, are with us. Gentlemen, would you please stand and be recognized? They will occupy 60,000 square feet in Park 41, the former Whirlpool plant. In addition to new jobs, Earth Care has agreed to a revenue-sharing arrangement with the city. What makes this opportunity truly unique, in fact, the first of its kind in Evansville, is that not only will Earth Care repay the city's incentives back within 2 years, but they will also pay the city $32 million over 15 years. And they will utilize the resources of local vendors as much as possible to increase their own capacity. In fact, company leaders have already engaged Flanders Electric in early discussions about a potential partnership. I'm pleased that the City Council last night approved their incentive package. And speaking of Park 41, once Earth Care is set up, 55% of that building will be occupied. Our administration is working with the city. Our administration is working with the state of Indiana and local investors about the creation of an angel investment group to encourage and mentor our local entrepreneurs. I can also report that Evansville is ready for new job growth and technology based on our recent bus trip to the Crane Naval Surface War Station. We invited business and education leaders to explore the Federal Research Lab there to see how we can help facilitate the transfer of military technology to the private sector so we can create jobs. As a result of our trip, our jobs team has already had several follow-up conversations with some of our participants looking for more in-depth discussions with the representatives at Crane. Evansville is ready to be a cleaner city. Our Clean Evansville initiative is a hit. The mayor's office, if you haven't heard, leads a month